friends, I miss you all, and I miss your faces. I miss you being in our library space and shopping for books together and doing fun projects. And just know how much I miss you, and I'm thinking about you all today and have been for the last few weeks. So what I'm going to start doing is posting one video to your Seesaw class page every day. And I'm just going to pick a different read aloud book every day to read aloud to you. And I'm not sure if your teacher is also doing that or if your family is reading with you at home, but I figure every single little read aloud that you can get your hands on right now will help keep you connected and keep you going through adventures through books. So just look, if you're needing a story, you can click on our Seesaw page and watch a different read aloud every single day. So today, because it's our very first read aloud video, I picked a favorite. If you've been at Illahee, if you were at Illahee during kindergarten, or if you are an Illahee kindergartner right now, then you will know this fabulous, famous pig named Mercy Watson that we love and know. So this book is actually the picture book version, and this is the very first book in the series. So Kate DiCamillo wrote this book first, and then all the Mercy Watson books came after. So this one is called A Piglet Named Mercy. Let me see. I'm going to take the jacket off just so it's easier for me to read to you. All right. Oop, I might need to turn you a little bit. There you are. Okay. A Piglet Named Mercy. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson lived in a house on Deckawoo Drive. Deckawoo Drive was an ordinary street in an ordinary town. Hey guys, one positive to not being in our library carpet space is I can just show you the picture right up close. I'll get better at this. I'm going to zoom back a little bit. There we go. And Mr. and Mrs. Watson were ordinary people who did ordinary things in ordinary ways. One day, Mrs. Watson said to Mr. Watson, I wonder if we aren't just the tiniest bit too predictable. Predictable? Us? Said Mr. Watson. Surely not. It's just that sometimes I wish something different would happen, said Mrs. Watson. Things are just fine as they are, said Mr. Watson. But then something different did happen. There goes our little friend Mercy flying out the back of that truck. It says, Molson's Pig Transport. Caution! Watch out! There's pigs. Someone very small and not at all ordinary found her way to the Watsons' home on Deckawoo Drive. I'm going to zoom in for this one. Do you see her? There she is, getting ready to walk up in the middle of the night. Mr. Watson made the discovery when he opened the door for the morning paper. Mrs. Watson, he called, come see! Oh, the little dear, said Mrs. Watson. Oink, said the piglet. I think she's hungry, said Mr. Watson. Is that a pig? Said Eugenia Lincoln. Eugenia Lincoln lived next door, and she did not approve of surprises or pigs. It is, said Mrs. Watson. Can you believe our luck? Oh, don't be ridiculous, said Eugenia Lincoln. A pig is not lucky at all. Do you think perhaps the piglet would like a warm bottle of milk, said Baby Lincoln. Baby was Eugenia's younger sister, and she was fond of surprises and of piglets. Mr. Watson scratched his head. A bottle of milk? I don't know. It's all so unpredictable. Leave it to me, said baby Lincoln. Oink, said the piglet again. Mrs. Watson picked up the piglet and took her inside. She wrapped her in a blanket. Have you ever seen anyone so darling? Never, said Mr. Watson. Here is the warm milk, said baby Lincoln. I have it right here. Eugenia said, this is absurd. The piglet did not think it was absurd at all. In fact, she drank the entire bottle. And then she burped. And she oinked. And then she went looking for more. Oh my goodness, said Mr. Watson. Watch out, said Eugenia. She seems to like toast very much, said baby. Oh, the little darling, darling thing, said Mrs. Watson. Mr. Watson, said Mrs. Watson, perhaps you would like to hold her for a bit. Certainly, said Mr. Watson. He took the piglet in his arms, and he rocked her, and he hummed. How extraordinary, said Mr. Watson. She's a porcine wonder. This piglet is a wish come true, said Mrs. Watson. What a mercy she is, said baby. There you go, said Mr. Watson. We will call her Mercy. She is not a mercy, said Eugenia. She is just a pig. Oink, oink, said the piglet. You cannot name a pig Mercy, said Eugenia. But they did name her Mercy. She was entirely unpredictable. She was not at all ordinary. And she was very, very loved. As are all of you. Like I said, I miss you. I'm thinking of you. And I will pop on to our Seesaw page every single day to read another story to you. Talk to you soon. Bye.